Hello, church friends and family. Hope you had a chance to enjoy the beautiful sun today, even though it is still a wee bit chilly. I've been spending a lot of time in the Psalms. As I've shared before, they're honest and people are just real with what they're going through. And I think they are great examples of how we're supposed to be real with God. Because one, God can handle it, and God wants to be our comfort in no matter what our situation is. So Psalm 118 verse 5 stuck out to me. It says this: "Out of my distress I called on the Lord answered me and set me in a broad place." Some translations say the Lord set me in a spacious place. Broad, spacious, however you want to translate it. It just implies you are in a better place after sharing whatever it is that's causing you distress, that you share that with Christ. And it's interesting because in the rest of this psalm, it doesn't seem like the circumstances of the author changes at all. There's still a lot of scary stuff happening all around them, and yet they continue to seek God and to share what is distressing them. And a lot of you have shared with me that you feel sort of guilty sharing what's distressing to you, because a lot of people right now, with things like the unemployment rate being so high, have it a lot worse than whatever it is that's causing you distress. And that might be true, but God cares just as much about you as God cares about the person who maybe has a lot more of a burden to carry. Because God cares and loves each one of us equally. And no matter what heavy burden we're carrying or whatever causes us distress, God just wants us to share that with Him. And I hope too that we're sharing that with one another so that we know how to be praying for one another. If it makes you feel any better, today I had to call out to the Lord in the distress of just having patience. I may have threatened one of my kids that I was going to throw away one of their favorite stuffed animals because they just would not do the lesson for the afternoon. It was just 20 minutes. We worked it out, but I definitely had to call on the Lord for some patience. And I may or may not at one point put headphones in, not because I was actually listening to anything, but so that no one would talk to me. Good days, bad days. We're gonna have both. Something came across my newsfeed that I thought would be helpful too. And it's a quote that says this: "Yes, we can be grateful and at the same time be disappointed that everything is canceled. Yes, we can enjoy extra time with our loved ones, but also at the same time feel overwhelmed by their presence. Yes, we can be hopeful and at the same time feel like everything's falling apart. And no matter what it is we are feeling, even if they're conflicting emotions, God wants to know about them. And God wants to bring us peace in the midst of all that. Even though things may not change around us, our circumstances, we find ourselves in a better place after we've shared them with God. So I hope that whatever it is that is causing you distress, that you are still able to share it with God, and that you continue to do that so that you're able to feel His presence, feel His peace, and know with confidence that He does bring you into a better, spacious place. Praying for you, and can't wait to see you in person soon.